Robert MacCulloch head winemaker. English wine ages incredibly well, and no one really gives it the chance to age at the moment. Our wines have really high acidity. That's the hallmark of English wine. They stand out because of that acid. And just like other countries and other regions around the world that have really high acidity, and you can think of Moselle Valley in Germany. For example, something like Tokaj in Hungary. Those wines age incredibly well, and English wine's actually no different. I think it ages in many ways better than champagne because it's got this high acid and very low pH. It takes a lot of time on lees and a lot of time under cork for those flavors to really develop. English flavors are very delicate. I wouldn't say they're neutral, but the climate is so cool climate that we don't get really exuberant flavors. We don't get the type of flavors which you could get from Corvina, for example, in Valpolicella, or some of the Chardonnay which I worked with in New Zealand. They're not explosive flavors. So English wine doesn't have a lot of concentration, which you find that a lot of the great wines around the world that really do age have. So why does it age so well? I think therefore it has to be acidity plays a very large part. The acidity will soften in time and just become more integrated, and then the wines achieve this natural balance where they taste really good. English wine at its best, 3 years on lees for me is really minimum, and it worries me if wines have less than that. You don't truly see autolysis from the yeast until 3 years plus. English wine evolves slower as well, so you still don't really see too much autolysis after 4 years. And the autolysis does help to give texture and integration to the acidity. So I think we need 3 to 4 years. And one thing that we might be exploring in the future is to have a slightly shorter time on lees and a slightly longer time on cork.